Welcome back. We're bringing you these beautiful visuals on the screen behind me. The moon is captured by the lander imager camera 4. These are all visuals that were put out by ISRO just a few minutes ago. Remember, Chandrayaan 3 is set to make a soft landing on the lunar south pole at 5:45 p.m. tomorrow, 5:45 to 6:04 p.m. It's a 15-minute period. We'll continue to show you these visuals. The moon, as you can see, viewed by the lander imager here. You can see the surface of the moon in these visuals on the screen behind me. Remember, when India lands on the surface at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, India will formally be the first country to have completed this feat. No country has managed to successfully land a spacecraft on the lunar south pole. Craters on the lunar south pole have not seen the sunlight in billions of years, which means that those craters potentially have fossilized carbon, water ice, etc. that scientists are really excited to see, because they're hoping that those craters will contain clues of what the early solar system looked like. This is essentially what Chandrayaan 3 is hoping to find with the instruments it has aboard the Vikram lander. Now we bring you more context about all that is expected tomorrow, because remember, on Sunday, Russia's spacecraft that was attempting to do the same thing just before Chandrayaan 3, that crashed. It is the final 15 minutes that we were talking about between 5:45 and 6:04 p.m. tomorrow that there's going to be all eyes on seeing if Chandrayaan 3 will successfully be able to touch the lunar south pole surface. Now, we have colleagues with us to bring us more context. These visuals in particular, my colleague Ritu is going to bring us context about. Ritu, we've seen images coming from ISRO, from Chandrayaan 3 yesterday too. These fresh visuals coming in, bring us more context.
Well, so yes, another important picture is from the ISRO, where we can see this is the moon that has been captured by the lander imager camera 4. So remember, there are multiple cameras and sensors that have been put up in this Chandrayaan 3 when compared to the previous Chandrayaan 2, wherein you see they have all read what were the flaws and all, and they wanted it to be committed this time at best that in all the angles that this time the lander and the rover should be able to capture a lot of information that can be actually sent back to the ISRO for their scientific study. So yes, this is another image that has been put out by the ISRO. So yes, as in the India is inching closer to this historical day, we are getting to see more and more pictures. But yes, the excitement is in the air. People are all excited, a lot of support pouring in for the ISRO as well for the big day tomorrow. But yes, before that, this particular image that has now come out shows the kind of the craters on the moon. But yes, that is again very important. That's when the ISRO will be able to understand the modules of the hydrogen and the oxygen, of water presence as well on the surface of the lunar. So tomorrow is the day when there again you see at around 6:04 is when the soft landing is expected, and if everything goes as per the plan, then yes, furthermore scientific experiments will be carried by the lander, rover and the propulsion module. Well, this is the picture that is the lander which has sent us. So yes, there are pictures that are yet, people are waiting to see from the propulsion module. Remember, we haven't seen a picture coming from the propulsion module. So yet that again will become an important point as well. So yes, that's the image of the ISRO. ISRO, in fact, has tweeted this particular video.
Okay, can you just tell us, Ritu, we know that an ISRO scientist has said that if the conditions on the day aren't favorable, a fresh attempt for landing could also be made on August 27th. But I believe ISRO has just also put out a tweet saying that everything is on schedule. Can you confirm that for us?
Yes, so now what the ISRO is saying is that so far all the system of the lander, rover, or for that matter propulsion module as well, everything is very healthy and it is working as per the plan of the ISRO, with all the sort of signals or for that matter various studies that needs to be done with the kind of images that we are receiving here. And with all this, the ISRO seems to be very confident. But yes, it all again depends as well, because you see these are the scientific experiments. Any time that the technical glitches might appear, or that's the reason why the ISRO has seen again as in the August 27th as the another date as well. But so far ISRO looks very confident about tomorrow's day and all that, with the kind of information that has also been put out by the ISRO time on all that with that time frame and timely basis as well of the kind of of the work that has been carried out by the sensors, the panels that are all there on the lander and also on the propulsion module as well. The kind of the images that we are getting to see as well. For with this, the ISRO is hoping that things are all going very smooth and fine, and with this, tomorrow should be that day where the India should be able to witness.
Okay.
But yes, if something in a way that some technical
All
features
right.
come,
Ritu,
then,
can I just ask you to stay with us? My colleague Anjali is with us. She's also going to be spotlighting some information for us. Anjali, over to you.
So Toya, ISRO has now released a fresh video showing the moon as captured by the lander imager camera 4, and we will show our viewers the latest images of the moon that has been released by ISRO and which has been captured by the lander imager camera 4, and these visuals are as of August 20th. As you can see, a lot of craters that are present on the moon. These are the latest visuals that have been released by the ISRO. Remember, we're just few kilometers away from the moon, and the ISRO has now released fresh images that have been captured by the lander imager camera 4 and we are currently showing you those latest visuals. This is how the moon is viewed by the lander imager camera 4. As you can see, these are the latest visuals that have been shared by ISRO. A lot of craters can be seen on the surface of the moon, and these images are as of August 20th, which have been now released by ISRO.
Okay.
Back to you, Toya.
All right, Anjali, thank you. Our colleague Shrishti is also with us. Shrishti is going to be bringing us each update moment by moment as it comes in from ISRO tomorrow too. Let's go over to Shrishti to understand more. Shrishti, for the uninitiated audiences, can you tell us, we know we're looking at a lunar surface over here. It seems like we can see some craters. Are we identifying that correctly? Can you tell us more?
Yes, so these images were captured by the lander module. ISRO has already inserted the lander into an orbit which is about 134 to 25 kilometers from the lunar surface. So it's circling around the moon and capturing the various places on it. The recent images show that, show the craters on the lunar surface, but we really don't know which part of the moon it is. We know that the landing is going to be on the South Pole, but this particular region is not clearly identified. And these are several craters. Just for our viewers, it's important to know that these craters are named by various countries, and they're named on scientists who have made contribution to the space science. So that's what we can see here. And I think before the final part descent begins, ISRO is going to share more such images. And also there are images which have been shared, which were captured by the Chandrayaan 2 orbiter. Remember, that was inserted into the orbit 4 years ago, and it's still capturing images of the lunar surface.
Okay, can you just tell us, Shrishti, it's 2:48 p.m. right now, where one day, a little more than one day before the Chandrayaan 3 actually touches on the lunar surface, the South Pole. Can you just tell our audiences what's going to happen between now and almost the next 24 hours, a little more than 24 hours?
Yes, we are just a few hours away from that crucial time when ISRO is going to attempt the power descent. So as of now, ISRO had announced in the morning that the mission is on schedule and the systems are undergoing regular checks. As of now, everything is going as per the plan, but ISRO would continue to monitor the situation.